Episode 2, Season 3. Welcome, everybody.
Bing bong bing.
Another exciting edition of the Nerd Cyph TV. Yeah. I am your host. You ready for this? I am your host, Tony Colangelo.
Oh my God, you're going with the birth name.
I just birthed name.
Wow.
Wow.
I am your host, Tony Colangelo.
Wow. Demystifying.
Yeah, very true.
Oh my God. I wasn't ready.
I wasn't ready.
He needs some milk.
Yeah. As you can tell, I am joined by Brandon Gold, as always.
Sup?
I'm not going to say all his nicknames. As you can know, it's a laundry list.
My retinue is long, yes.
And
Go live on the Instagram thing? Or
we will in a second.
Okay.
And being joined via an undisclosed location.
The false file is finished.
Deep in a false finish studio boiler room like Mick Foley and Mankind.
Oh my God.
The one and only Artie Bucco, the world champion of our hearts.
I'm right next door. What are they talking about?
El Fuego. Artie.
I'm down there in the lower left-hand corner or right.
Guys,
Wherever he feels like putting me this week.
we are coming off the heels of our 24-hour game stream.
Oh my God.
Yeah, we're idiots.
We're exhausted.
Yeah.
I have a migraine the size of the state of New York.
Pretty big.
That's not that big.
And although, looking back on it, I was happy with it. What do you think?
I like the way things came out. We had the people that came through were nice and supportive.
Awesome, yes.
Not a lot of dicks and trolls or anything else like that.
Yeah. Although we did have our little dick moments on Fortnite.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
With people not being
No.
joined in our voice chat.
No.
But
Yeah.
Fuck them.
screw them. We had fun.
We had fun. And we almost won.
We did came down to the last team.
Yep.
It was us and another team, and they won.
Yep.
And you know what? I didn't expect that. I almost won by myself.
Yes, you did.
Just by camping. The one game I will say, but I don't. This is not a game review.
No.
This is. We'll get into the topics in a second, but that game is just survival. Just outlast everybody, and then try to when it's down to you and the last person, whether if you're a solo mission or if it's a team, just wait until it's you and them, and then just hope.
They make a mistake.
Yeah,
They're
you get
outside
a
of
good-
the circle.
Yeah.
Oh.
Or did you
If
get a good
that's your
shot
cup
off?
of tea.
Yeah, you get a good shot off.
If that's your cup of tea
Yeah.
running from people, I like to kill people.
Yeah, I seen guys actually chase after people and hunt them down. But that's the really good first-person shooter people.
Yeah, I just like to survive.
Yeah, you just like to get the XP and win. I mean, I'm the same way.
I like to get in the nitty-gritty.
I like to collect the best guns I can so I have the best chance to defend myself at the end when it comes down to it.
That makes sense. I
I was
that.
very disappointed that we couldn't get that balloon drop on that last one that we played when we were going through that. I forget what the factory foundry looking area
Yeah,
is.
it was pretty sick. But I mean, we're done with that. We're going to announce another one at the end of the show.
Well, we technically already announced it.
We announced it during the game stream, but we'll announce it at the end of the show. I'll save all
For
that.
those of you who weren't watching.
Yeah.
This is me looking at you judgmentally.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Okay, we're done.
today's topics.
Hey.
There are two. One is the three of us are going to rank each individually our favorite Marvel movies. I want to say, let's say top 5.
Okay.
This way you don't want to go too crazy.
We'll be here all day.
Be sitting here thinking, yeah. So top 5, number 1 being your most all-time favorite,
Right,
your
right.
favorite, just getting on the cusp on the inner circle.
Mhm.
So we'll do those, and then in the second half of this episode, I saw the trailer for Ready Player One. You guys saw that? I'm assuming both of you did.
Several times.
Okay.
So
Now-
did the movie theater, so yeah.
So the movie and I never read the book. So before anybody crucifies me, I never read the book. I will go on record saying that. But
Kevin read it. And
he did. He said it was
put it-
amazing.
He put it over pretty
Yeah,
well.
You
said
can
it
look
was
at the Cliff
amazing.
Notes.
A buddy of
We'll
mine,
look at the Cliff Notes.
another buddy of ours, Victor. Shout out to Victor. He read it too. Said it was amazing.
Word.
So what we're going to do today is each again individually, if you could go into the oasis as it's called in the film and book, who would be your avatar? Because apparently you could be any avatar in that. Because we saw a lot in the trailer.
Yes.
I saw Gears of War characters. I saw Tracer already
Mm-hmm.
from Overwatch and stuff. So it's going to be interesting. This is going to be a very fun fantasy-based episode, I guess you can say.
Yeah.
But before we get into that, is there anything current going on? But Brandon's our go-to for the current events. He's always staying current. Is there anything going on?
I mean, everybody's right now full on Black Panther hype mode.
Yes. You and Artie saw it.
Yes.
We're not going to review it today because me and you are going to go see it tomorrow.
Yes, that's tomorrow.
And we'll discuss reviewing. After that episode, after this episode, we're going to discuss the review episode. So.
Word.
But we're not going to get into Black Panther just yet.
No.
But just give me, you and Artie, because you both saw it. Don't give me a synopsis. Give me what would you recommend it to somebody?
Yeah, I'd recommend it.
Artie?
Yeah.
Yeah? Okay. So, again.
It made the list.
Okay, so wait for that review when it comes. Anything else, Brandon? Do you have an internet freakout of the week?
I do.
Okay, good. So that's going to be at the end?
Yes.
We save you for the end?
Yes.
Your as you put it, your ENN moment. Which is fine.
Hello, Tony.
Yeah.
How
are you, Yankees, boy? We're very big fans of the Michael K. Show. I'm just going to put it out there. I really don't care.
This is our homage, essentially, to
yes.
Michael K.
We tip Marquette to you, Michael K. And Don LaGreca. And even you, Peter Rosenberg, who is...
To a lesser extent.
David Rosenberg.
Who has very different opinions from the rest of us.
The Whopper.
You got to make him eat the Whopper. Yeah. You're hurting me. Now that we just did a Michael K. drop session.
Yes.
You know what? Let's just jump right into it then.
Okay.
All right. So we'll let Artie go first since it was Artie's idea.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, wow.
And Artie, so you will rank your top 5 Marvel movies. 5 to 1. Go.
5 to 1. All right.
Okay. Now I have some questions.
All right. Go ahead. Break it down. I like this.
Go ahead.
So are we allowed? It could be any one. Like we could have multiple ones in our top 5. Like you can't just choose one.
It has to be one film.
It has to be one film. It can't be a franchise.
No, it can't be like the trilogy. You can't say, I like this because all 3 movies. You have to say, no, this one movie.
This one's particular example.
Exactly.
Got you.
Okay, so.
Got you.
Any more questions?
Or is it like we can't have more than one set? Like we can't.
No. Like you could have Cap 1 and Cap 2 or something.
Yeah.
That's what I was trying for.
Okay.
Yeah.
And this is only specific to the Marvel Cinematic Universe.
Avengers movies included?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. No.
Also,
no Fox, no X-Men, no Spider-Man from Sony. Although Homecoming does count because it's MCU.
Technically.
Yes. What are we?
Also, these are our opinions and should not be
subject.
These are within the confines of the Nerd Cyph. So we didn't like take a poll. We didn't ask nobody. Just we didn't. Yeah.
Entirely.
This is just 3 of us personally. What I think my top 5 are. Same thing with Artie and of course Brandon. Yeah. That being said, now that we got the rules out, we good.
Yes.
Artie, go.
I think that I think we're gonna be on the same page here because we've all seen them.
Probably.
Okay,
I have one more question. Sorry, not to
okay. Look at this. Go ahead.
How about we do it? We each do number 5 round the table.
Okay.
We each do number 4 round the table.
I like that. All right. See, you just switched up. I like that. So again, can we still start with Artie?
Okay. We can start with Artie. Yes.
Let me start with Artie. Go. Number 5.
Now we can start with Artie.
Okay.
I'm gonna go with the Guardians of the Galaxy, the first one.
Okay.
In my top 5.
Now, could you give us a brief reason why?
Well, mainly because they took a genre not a genre, but a group of characters that nobody knew, and just knocked it out of the park.
Made it something worth watching.
Really, and set the stage higher with the I don't want to say the introduction of the Infinity Stones because they were in there, but it delved a little deeper, so you really began to understand. I mean, we knew about them, but if you didn't know anything about it, here was a little taste.
Okay, so that's Artie's number 5. Brandon, what is your number 5?
Doctor Strange.
Doctor Strange. Give us a brief reason.
Visually stunning movie, number 1. Great performances from all members of the cast.
Okay.
And again, it took a character much like Guardians that was sort of on the periphery of the Marvel universe and brought him into the center. It got people that weren't into comic books to say the words Dormammu.
That's true.
Yeah.
Very true.
That for me it makes it number 5.
Okay, so number 5 for me.
Go for it.
As crazy as it sounds, is I just had it on my hand and I forgot. God damn it! It wasn't like one of the obviously. Oh yes, it was Thor Ragnarok.
Damn it!
I knew it was gonna be that one.
Thor Ragnarok. Now, as I have gotten I don't want to say arguments with people, but discussions, I guess, heated discussions. People think I don't like the film. That's not the case. I love Thor Ragnarok. I think it's a great film. That's why it's in my top 5. But the reason it's number 5 is because I felt it led too much on the comedic side. And I felt like it wasn't.
Well, I mean, it does. This is the top 5 Marvel movies. How many different MCU films have there been at this point?
It was like
with
18.
With 3 Iron Mans, 3 Captain Americas.
I mean, you got to think, and all the other ones are going to come out. Black
2
Panther
Avengers
included now.
Yeah.
Now you got Captain Marvel coming out, Ant-Man and Wasp.
Yeah, man.
So they continue to coming out, but I just felt like you could have he could have been funny. It had great moments in I didn't like what they did.
Despite your problems with it, it's still you still put it one of the best Marvel movies.
Funniest Marvel movie I've ever seen.
Okay.
That's why it's number 5.
You put it in the top 5.
Yes, because it's the funniest Marvel movie I've ever seen. Now, the reason it's number 5 and not number 1 or 2 to me is because it was too funny. As crazy as that sounds.
Okay.
It was too funny. But that was number 5 for me.
Okay.
But I can already see the look of your face. It ranks up much higher on
No, actually, no. I was just, you have a
odd way of looking at it.
You have an odd way of looking at it.
Okay, I'll take that.
No, I can see where he's coming from.
Okay, see, thank you.
I get it.
But you know what the funny thing is?
Just the top 5 overall, then yes,
that's how it is. Like some people,
funniest movie.
Some people look at me like I'm crazy, like you just did, and other people look at me like Artie, like, oh, I can understand that.
Okay.
Artie, what is your number 4?
Number 4, I'm gonna have to go with the one that started it all, Iron Man 1.
Iron Man 1. Ooh, that's a classic.
It is, and it's in that top 5 simply because it kicked off what we now know and love.
Yeah.
Okay, and the movie itself was just, the press conference was great.
Yeah.
It's just Robert Downey Jr. coming back, really finding a role where he can finally be himself. I guess.
Go on record by saying he's been a main reason why some of these actors and actresses have signed on.
Yeah,
he personally goes and gets them.
Well, because they saw what Iron Man did box office, and they're like, I want my franchise.
He is the LeBron James.
Yeah, super movies for real. Brandon, what is your number?
Number 4, Captain America, the First Avenger.
The First Avenger.
Ooh, the First Avenger.
I have 2 Captain America movies in my top 5.
Okay,
Oof,
I can believe that, but go ahead. Because I think I do too. But go ahead.
It's great. It isn't perfect. It isn't perfect. That's why but it is still such a great movie that it deserves just
a little bit of a little nod.
Yeah, I thought that the 2 Captain America movies that we have, Civil War is great, but 2 of the Captain America movies are head and shoulders above Civil War in my opinion.
Okay. Now, obviously, the first one being one of them.
Yes.
Okay. Is that it?
Yeah, that's it. That's all.
Number 4.
Short and simple.
Yeah, number 4 for me would be Ant-Man. I like comedy. I think it's funny, and I like when they don't take themselves too seriously. And I love Paul Rudd.
How can you not like
I think he's hysterical, and Michael Pena was really good in that movie.
I
think Angeline Lilly is going to kill it.
Yeah.
As Wasp. She already did in the first one. And Michael Douglas was great as Hank Pym. So I thought it was a great film all around. I think it's very underrated of the Marvel films. I think Ant-Man doesn't get enough credit because it's Ant-Man.
Yeah.
But
what is your favorite scene in that movie?
The Ant-Man? When he meets Falcon, he goes, "Hi, I'm Scott." He goes, "Hi, I'm Scott." Did he just say, "Hi, I'm Scott"? And he's like, "Oh, you've never heard of me? I'm the Ant-Man." Like that, just that whole thing, the whole back and forth with him and Falcon.
I like my rosés.
yeah. He's like, Michael Payne's great. This crazy fine-looking reporter. He's crazy, stupid fine, right? It was crazy.
He said, "Yeah."
Yeah. He said, "Yes." Artie, let's give us our. We're breaking into the top 3 here. So now
top 3.
Yes, now we're getting into the near and dear to our hearts. So let's hear it, Artie.
I'm gonna have to go with Civil War.
America's Civil War, not number 1. I'm surprised.
No, yeah. Well, just the that iconic pose when they're fighting off him and Iron Man.
Yeah.
And you get it sent chills down my spine. Yeah. Just talking about it, I'm getting chills.
It's just such a great, iconic.
And the airport scene.
Yeah,
it's just a great fight.
Yeah, although I really believe that Captain America wiped the floor with the Iron Man's team, especially in that fight. That's just me. We got Brandon. You're number 3.
I'm gonna go with another Captain America movie.
The Winter Soldier.
Captain America: Winter Soldier.
Yeah.
I think this is the best of those 3 Captain America movies.
Okay.
The way the story is told, I genuinely didn't see the Hydra turn coming.
Okay.
Like, for a superhero movie to be able to shock me like that, I'm truly surprised. I can't be. I thought I've really seen it all coming.
Yeah.
And the fact that they were going to do that, I did not see it coming. I was like, oh, awesome.
They did it very good with the whole espionage type.
Yeah, it was like a political thriller, kind of like a Tom Clancy novel, but set in the Marvel universe.
It could have been in black and white, and it still would have shined through. I think.
I think you could have made it like Jack Ryan, and it still would have been just as good of a movie.
Yeah, it's in my top 3. Yeah. So I mean, for a lot of the reasons that you just said, but I pretty much reiterate when I say which number it is, because it's not number 3 for me. Number 3 for me, as crazy as is the first Avengers.
Okay.
Yeah. Actually, let me take that back. I'm sorry. The second Avengers.
Really?
Age of Ultron. I liked Age of Ultron. I loved Ultron. I loved Spader as Ultron. I mean, I don't know what people wanted. What did you expect?
I'm not saying those are bad.
In the story, in the comic book, that's what happens. Ultron. I know Hank Pym is usually the guy who creates Ultron, but
they had to introduce.
They had to do some way, and they did it with Iron Man. I thought it was a brilliant way to do it. I thought the introduction to Vision was a great way to do with Jarvis. You know, I wasn't too keen on the twins,
right?
Quicksilver and Scarlet Witch. You know, but Olsen grew on me as Scarlet Witch. Now I like her. I can't really see anybody else play that.
No, not now.
Yeah, Avengers, Age of Ultron, and not to mention, for me, the reason it's in my top 3 is because the very last scene where Thanos puts on the Infinity Gauntlet and says,
"I guess I'll have to do
fine,
it myself.
I'll do it myself." And that just to me sent like a chills down my spine now, because I'm thinking well, here comes Infinity War and he's gonna do it himself. I can't wait.
Just took him a little while.
Yeah. So.
Yeah, it's just gonna take you a little bit.
Yeah.
You got to go through the vastness of space.
That's my third. Artie, what's your second?
Well, for all those reasons you just listed, it's Age of Ultron.
Age of Ultron. See? That's great. A lot of people don't. I can see on little Brandon's face. He's shocked, but a lot of people don't really consider it a very good Marvel movie.
It was okay. It was all right.
Yeah. So that being said, now what's your second?
The first Iron Man movie.
The first Iron Man.
The first Iron Man movie was, I think, again, like Artie said, the one that started all this off. You can't have all of these without the success of the others.
Okay.
Literally, if Iron Man doesn't make $100 bajillion,
they made a lot of money.
No matter what the Hulk did that same summer, nobody gives a shit about these movies. They could have linked the two of them then, and the fact that Iron Man was so successful made that cameo and made the inklings of what they were trying to set up all that much more important, and literally just set this all up. Without those two movies, especially without the success of Iron Man 1 becoming such a huge success, we're not here today.
So Iron Man 1 was your second.
Yes.
Well, guess what, buddy? What? You just made it now much easier, because Iron Man 1 is my second.
Number 1 overall.
For all those reasons that you just said. Like, he was the catalyst. He was the one who started it all.
Yeah.
And I loved Iron Man as
I
a
could
kid.
still go back and watch that movie today.
I loved Iron Man. And when I saw, when I first read about it, because the internet was kind of young still when the movie was coming out. I mean, it was around, but it wasn't like what it is today. So I kind of heard about it.
We didn't really have smartphones.
Yeah, so I read about it a little bit, and then I heard that they cast Downey Jr. Now, my favorite director is Shane Black, who directed Kiss Kiss Bang Bang.
Yep.
And that's one of my favorite all-time movies with Downey Jr. And when I heard that Downey Jr. was going to play Tony Stark, I thought to myself, like, if he plays it the way he played the character in Kiss Kiss Bang Bang, they nailed it. This is the perfect guy to be Tony Stark. And when I saw that first Iron Man, that's the first thing I thought of. And I'm like, man, and as crazy as this sounds, I love Iron Man 3, and I might be the only person who loves Iron Man 3. But the reason I love Iron Man 3 is because Shane Black directed it, and it reminded me of Kiss Kiss Bang Bang. If you watch that movie, it's just screams Shane Black.
I agree.
So that's why I loved it. And I know, like, it
just doesn't fit with the rest of the.
I understand that, but I mean, I just, like, when I watch back the dialogue and everything, I think it's hilarious. I think it's a great film.
Like, if you take all the Iron Man stuff out of it, and just he's like,
it's a buddy comedy.
Yeah, I'm a huge buddy comedy guy.
Yeah, well, no, I love the nice guys.
That's
why I love. Yes, another film made by Shane Black.
Yes, I'm not
fantastic
shitting on
film.
Shane Black. I'm just saying it was a very odd.
So
it's the odd duckling of the.
Yeah.
Iron Man.
So to me, like, when people say to me, Iron Man 3, I always look at them and go, well, it's because you're expecting Iron Man.
You're comparing it to
Iron
Man 1.
Yeah, and not to mention, it came out right after Avengers.
It's the first movie after Avengers.
So yeah, you're expecting it to, blow your tits away. It's not gonna happen.
Well, you also got to look at it look at comic books. Like, it wasn't always.
Yeah.
Here's good guy versus bad guy. It was always, they always had subtle ones in between. The big time marquee comic books. Mm-hmm. So you got to think of it that way. I'm not saying it was a stinker. I'll still watch it. It has some good parts, especially at the end when you get your action.
You get all the suits and stuff. Yeah.
But I don't mind a little expletive, which is what not to spoil anything, but which is what Black Panther is pretty much like.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of expletive, but I don't mind that.
Yeah. So what would here we go. Drum roll. We're gonna put a drum roll. What is your number one artist?
Come on, it's obvious. It's got to be the first Avengers, man.
I
just say that.
Are we all in lockstep?
Yeah. Are we unanimous?
Yeah. That's what this is all about. First Avengers was
actually. Let me take that back. Mine is not.
Of course.
Yeah, no, I don't want to be. I don't want to be the devil's advocate here, but it isn't. My first film.
Connie Contrarian.
My first film is Captain America: The Winter Soldier, because I loved. Remember, I was telling you it's in my top 3 because it was the espionage. I loved how suspenseful it was. It didn't feel like a superhero film. Yeah, it didn't feel like a superhero film at all.
Again, the twist for that just comes out of nowhere. Like
with
Robert Redford, the scene with Robert Redford, he shoots them and he shoots tomatoes.
The casting in it was just so amazing, and like again, that's how they introduce side characters just brilliantly in these movies, like Falcon, and that's like they think about it. They introduced Natasha
Romanoff
through Iron Man 2.
Yeah,
and they introduced Hawkeye through Thor. Yep. Like they introduced these side characters beautifully and brilliantly. So just that Hawkeye was my number one.
Like Hawkeye was ever going to get a standalone movie.
I know, but if he could have been him and Black Widow could have got.
I'm getting some battery flashing over there again.
Well, that doesn't matter.
Yes, but
because
the red light's still on, but the battery light is.
We are about to go to commercial break.
Well, that's perfect timing. Hey,
so let's just wrap this.
But Avengers 1, it's what we wanted. It's what we've been waiting for the whole time on the big screen.
Avengers 1 was so good, it blew away our wildest expectations.
It really did. But I don't put Avengers in my top 5 because I've seen it so many times now. To me, I don't want to say it lost a little bit of its majesty, but like I've seen it so many times to the point now where I can call the things out before it happens.
Yes.
And like I find myself like, all right, I get it.
Like, I've seen this movie so many times.
I've seen it so many times. So
listen, if that wraparound shot still doesn't give you chills when you see it, then all hope is lost on you.
I don't know. It really doesn't. It doesn't anymore. And only because now they've introduced.
Then you are lost.
They introduced so many other superheroes that like when I see Black Widow, like he said, when you see Black Widow and Hawkeye in that circle, you're just like, I'm just like whatever.
This is missing something.
Yeah, and
Spider-Man.
Fun fact, Chris Evans hated that suit from the first Avengers film.
That's why they changed it.
He hated it.
Oh yeah.
Couldn't stand it. Yeah.
Riding up in him.
It looked very tight on him. Yeah, it looked very snug. But there you have it, guys.
It looked like he was essentially just wearing like a mechanic's jumpsuit.
That's essentially looked like a flight suit.
Yeah.
But who knows? But there you have it, guys. Our top 5 Marvel films.
Hey.
Which I'm going to put a list right now. You're going to see that. Bang, bang, bang. Brandon, Tony, and Artie's. Artie and Brandon are in lockstep for number 1. They both like the first Avengers. And I'm going with Captain America: The Winter Soldier. Because it's different. Like I said, it had great action. And it just didn't. I love Captain America.
I'm reading on Facebook trending stories. A Black Panther screening accidentally played 50 Shades Freed. Can you imagine all the nerds that were like,
oh my god, like
nerd rage at that? Oh my god!
Fertile lips.
Oh my god, nudity!
We're gonna take a quick commercial break, and when we come back, we are going to now jump into Ready Player One's world, where we are all now living in the slums, and now we're gonna put on our goggles and join the Oasis, and we're gonna give you what our avatars would look like.
We are VR, Trooper Supreme, go virtual reality.
When we come back on the Nerd Cyph.
Yeah.
And we're back.
Yeah.
Nerd Cyph Season 3, Episode 2.
3.
In our first segment, we ranked our favorite top 5 Marvel film.
Hell yeah.
MCU, nothing else.
Never lost.
You catch that on the Nerd Cyph TV.
Yeah.
Now, boys.
Yeah.
I want you to close your eyes and take your imagination to a world.
Of pure imagination.
Exactly.
Like damn TV.
I like what you did that. I like what you did there because that is the theme song to the trailer of Ready Player One, which is a film directed by Steven Spielberg.
It's executive produced by Steven
Executive produced, but it was a book, correct?
It's a book by somebody whose name escapes me at the moment.
I don't know, but apparently it's a very good book, so if you haven't read it, check it out.
Reading.
It's a very popular book.
And in this film, you now go into a virtual reality world, a universe.
I mean, do you want me to really critique the book right now? Because everything that we've seen about, like, the trailer, can already tell what this movie like reminds me of.
Well, already pretty much down for me this morning on our 24-hour game stream.
It's Charlie and the Chocolate Factory in the digital world with 80s references.
Is that a thing though?
I'm not saying that's a bad thing. I'm just saying that's what it is to me. Like I don't even have to read the book to probably even guess what the overall themes are. And
Ernest Cline.
Exactly.
Ernest Cline is the writer. Thank you, Artie. Okay, but let's put all that aside real quick.
I'm not saying it's a bad. I'm not saying it's
gonna
be bad.
Are we gonna go see it? So we have to review it.
I'll go see it. Yeah, for content purposes.
But let's just suspend that for a second. Our opinions of the film,
yes.
And what we think it's going to be about.
A film that we have.
You're probably right. I'm not saying you're wrong. Artie pretty much summed it up. A kid comes from nothing and then winds up saving the world.
Yeah, Charlie and the Chocolate Factory
Yeah,
meets the Matrix.
But
I don't know if he saved the world in Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, but
he saved his family, which is his world at that point in time.
He got the Chocolate Factory.
that's just selfish.
It was in the 1970s. People were a lot more content.
Yeah, that's true. But anywho, all right, we're about to go into the Oasis, each one of us.
And how do you get into it? It's like
put on the glasses. That's it. Yeah, and the gloves and stuff like that.
There's no like neural connection.
I don't know. I never read the book. I don't know.
It's not like the Matrix.
I don't need to plug a giant needle into your fucking spine.
Have you ever done that though? Have you ever done VR?
Yeah, not like
not like that. No.
Not like new VR, but like I played old Doom VR back like in the day.
Wow.
Yeah, this was like early VR stuff. Like
okay, so it was no good.
All right. Well, I've done Oculus, and
we have a viewer.
No good. How is it?
Hey, it's Joe.
No, it's Pun.
It's
hey,
Oculus.
Hi, Pun.
So what is it though? Like, is it worth
I feel
it?
like you got something heavy on your fucking head, man.
Okay.
That's all it is.
All right.
I don't know.
Okay, but all right. So let's just suspend. Let's stop putting the damn movie under a microscope. Okay.
No, I know.
Jesus.
I'm just saying.
Now, Brendan, you're about to put on your goggles.
Yes.
Go into this world.
Word.
Who is the avatar that you choose?
Han Solo with Vegeta Super Saiyan blue hair.
That's impressive.
And the Hanzo sword from Kill Bill.
Oh, so you want a Hattori Hanzo sword?
Yes. I need Japanese steel. I have Big Rat.
I gotta be honest with you, I'm pretty impressed. I'm pretty impressed by your avatar right now. Does he have a scouter?
No, I don't.
No scouter. Does he have a fuzzy
Han Solo blaster, Vegeta hair?
Wrap your head around that. Artie, all the way from Queens. If you could join the Oasis, what would your avatar look like?
You know, at first I was thinking that I wanted to be something simple like Dwayne The Rock Johnson.
Okay. He's sort of a
That's what I'm saying. So I would still pick that physique, but with like Hulk powers in a sense, or like regenerative type of just super ability, kind of like kind of like Brandon, but that's you took it to the.
You're not as creative.
He doesn't want that weird Super Saiyan hair. He just wants to look like The Rock. Just so he can walk around and say the Buko says. Know your role. You jabroni.
I just want that huge tattoo on my arm. That's all I want. Really.
You jabroni.
And I was watching a lot of Rocky stuff today, and then you asked me that question, and I was like, oh, okay. Who doesn't want to be a fucking...
Who doesn't want to be the people's champ?
Yeah.
Mine is odd, but I would look like Death from Darksiders 2, only because, for one, it's my favorite video game, and two, I would look like Death. Like you don't fuck with Death.
No.
Like there's just things.
Well, you're gonna fuck with somebody who looks like Vegeta or looks like Han Solo with Vegeta's blue hair. Like, I don't think you're fucking with me either, homie.
Well, no. I mean, people might come up to you impressed.
Carrying around a sword.
Yeah, and a blaster. You have a sword and a blaster.
Yeah, you never know when you might need two weapons.
Yeah, he has a sword and his blaster.
Yeah,
which is impressive.
DL-44.
Which is impressive. I would have the giant scythes that Death has from the game, and the gun. He's got Furious gun. I have all the weapons that he has and everything. The only difference is, on my back, would be the sword of the Atlanteans from Conan the Barbarian with Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Just for looks, so it's made out of styrofoam.
It's one of those LARP swords. No, this would be made from the same type of Japanese steel as Brandon's sword, because I want it to be strong metal, can't break on me. But yes, that would be my weapon of choice. And I have guns too, so just in case I need some ranged action. And my Sith would then take the souls of the people that I killed.
You know what I've always wanted?
That's some sick powers. No?
No, I tried by looking through something on Facebook, trying news to talk about, and there's this picture of a guy who's breaking into someone's dorm and putting bottles of Prego Marinara under this guy's pillow. And he's got like pictures of the guy breaking into his house, putting Prego Marinara. The guy's even bought the domain nomoreMarinara.com.
Wow. The things some people do for pranks
Yes.
are unbelievable. Some would say asinine.
He's like, why are you doing this? Do you work for Prego? I have replaced my lock 11 times now.
Wow. Wow.
I think you need a better security system.
You read some stuff on the internet.
Hey, Synergy.
Oh, hi. Hi, everybody.
Thank Emily again for coming on our 24-hour game stream yesterday.
Yeah.
But,
I can't believe we actually made it 24 hours.
Yeah. So hold on. Before we get there, that's our avatars.
Are you gonna have to like build?
I'm gonna try. We'll try. We'll have the editing team, and by editing team I mean me, put together Han Solo with Vegeta hair,
Super Saiyan Blue Vegeta hair,
Super Saiyan Blue Vegeta hair, a Dwayne the Rock Johnson with purple pants for the Hulk, for Hardy,
with my face,
with Hardy's face. And just death from Darksiders, essentially with Conan's sword.
It's going to be a really hard thing. You have to, like,
Artie's is harder. And yours is just you put Super Saiyan Blue Vegeta hair on a Han Solo.
Yeah.
Artie's, I have to like alter his face on the Rock.
you gotta alter the Rock's skin tone to match Artie's.
Yeah, I have to make the Rock white, like not Artie brown. Make the Rock white.
No, he's got to be white.
Yeah. Artie's just gonna wind up looking like Shane's. Which isn't bad either. He's a fucking freak.
No. Seamus Extreme.
Yeah. You know what? That's a sick squad to roll into any virtual reality cantina. Let me tell you.
Virtual cantina. Oh, Jesus Christ. Here's the thing, though. What level are we, and do we possess these powers? I mean, I didn't read the book.
I don't think you have like the powers of that person. I just think you're literally like. That's what you represent yourself as in the world.
I don't know. Like I said, all speculation at this point because we haven't seen the movie or read the books.
Yeah.
So we don't know what you get in terms of.
I don't think you get like.
Is it a game though? Do you level up? We don't know.
I don't know what you do. I think it's like Second Life.
Like I think it's just like that. It's kind of like The Sims in reality, and you just kind of pick your up. But
in
the movie, no, it sucks. In the trailer,
is that even still around? The Sims Online? I thought that crashed and burned.
I'm assuming.
I would hope so.
But in the trailer, you see like Tracer has her guns and she's doing her thing, like the time thing, and one of the Locust Horde is in it. He's got like a gun and everything. So I assume I just think they made a deal with Blizzard to get their IPs. Well, they have everybody, so it's everybody's IPs if you think about it.
Yeah.
Because I think I've been sold some Marvel and DC characters, so it's impressive. Shout out Maddie Ming. Oh man, Maddie Ming. Yeah, dude. That sounds like 3 awesome avatars.
I think so.
And I can't wait to see the movie. I know I might be the only one who's excited for it at this
a tritad
at this table, but I'm also excited for Uncle Drew, the basketball movie that's coming out featuring Kyrie Irving. So I don't know. I mean, I'm just getting old. I find weird comedies fascinating now.
I just think that's great that one little I can't speak. Little Rel Howery is getting his own movie.
Yeah.
Kyrie,
where's he from?
He's just a comedian.
Just a comedian guy. Yeah. Can we just say good for Kyrie Irving?
Good for Kyrie Irving.
Good for Kyrie Irving. I know this isn't a sports show, but good for Kyrie Irving.
Exactly. He's finally out of the shadow of LeBron.
Yeah. Now we can talk about Kyrie Irving on the Nerd Cyph. He's in a film.
He's in a film.
We can talk about Kyrie Irving. And I love watching. I was a huge fan of Grandmama.
Yes,
with Larry Johnson.
I love
Grandmama. To me, this is gonna be a really funny movie, and I hope Larry Johnson has a cameo as Grandmama. That would be a great.
I would lose my shit.
Yes.
How old?
If between now and when this movie premieres, we get either a clip or a teaser of Grandmama in it, I'm in the theaters.
I'm there.
I'm already gonna go see this movie. Like if it comes out on Netflix or anything on a streaming platform, I'm not quite there to go over the line to go spend my money on it. Like it's gonna be funny.
But
if Grandmama's in it, that's enough to put
Reggie Miller's in it. Shaq's in it.
Shaq, Lisa Leslie.
Look, man, I'm still a little raw.
Nate Robinson is in it.
You mentioned Reggie Miller. I just still.
Oh, from the again. This is not Sportsaholic.
I know,
Anonymous,
but
so.
This is what it does to me.
Yeah, I'm getting that thing
Like
in my neck. I'm getting that creak in my
Nails on a
neck.
chalkboard.
Yeah.
It's funny. He took a small, like
that was a commercial, right? It was a Nike commercial.
Yeah,
Sprite.
but you see a lot of them doing it on like just various internet pages or on Facebook pages where they'll be like an old guy, he'll drop his cane and he'll start like breakdancing and shit.
Yeah, okay.
It's like they took the Sprite commercial and then he got met up with Spike Jonze, who's been doing the.
It's the fucking my god!
What they did
it's
on Jackass.
The Great Adventure guy.
Yeah.
It's that guy.
Yeah, that guy who's not actually an old man.
No, yeah.
But it's like they took that concept and I guess they put Kyrie Irving in a room with Spike Jonze, who does the old guy makeup stuff for the Jackass guys.
Okay.
Those stuff. So and
mold it together,
Mold it
and
together.
now you got yourself Uncle Drew,
which
is coming out in a few months, and like I said, it just seems pretty fun. I know that's a really great. We got sidetracked after that. Avatar into Uncle Drew, but hey,
there's something else I want to talk about too.
Anything else before we wrap it up here?
No.
He's
a freak.
No, I did. I totally
No?
forgot it. It was maybe like something trailer related.
Well, anyway,
Nah,
while Brandon,
no, I got it. I lost it.
the thought escapes him.
Literally.
I'm gonna go on right now to tell you about our next crazy game stream, but it's not gonna be 24 hours. It's going to be on April 20th.
Only 12 hours.
Only 12 hours.
Half.
It's going to start at 4:20 p.m.
Wink. Maybe 4:21.
No, I get what you mean there, because we might be busy for 4:20. I get that. But it's going to go from 4:20 to 4:20 a.m. 4:20 p.m. to 4:20 a.m. on, you guessed it, 4:20.
Yeah, yo.
And it's the same day as that God of War releases.
Uh-huh.
And
the same day as Super Troopers.
And, oh, yeah, so we're going to have a fun day.
Huge day.
And if you subscribe to our Twitch channel on False Finish Gaming, you will have a chance to win a copy of God of War for PS4.
Hell yeah, man.
That day. First 100 subscribers we're going to put it in a hat.
Do it live on
Yep, do it live on the Twitch.
And
Pull the name out, and whoever...
They get their copy of the game.
They get their beautiful copy of God of War.
Yeah.
Brand new, spanking new still.
Maybe do digital. So just send them a code. We're going to have to mail them stuff. See, trying to save us packaging costs, my guy.
That's a marketing job.
Well,
Deshaun.
Well, see.
We could send them a mock-up, like just any old case.
Maddie Ming said it's smart. Thanks, Ming.
Very smart. Super duper smart.
That's what we're trying to do.
We are so smart.
Yeah.
SMRT.
Yes. Artie, are you going to be here that day? I think you should be here that day.
Put on the spot.
Put you on the spot right now for everybody to see.
Where?
The world is watching. Are you going to be
in the actual False Finish Studios?
In False Finish Studios on 420. I know you are not, for everybody who's watching.
He's not green friendly.
Artie is not green friendly, but Artie is green respective. If that's a word.
Adjacent.
He's a Jace.
I was green before you were.
Artie's green at Jace. He used to be green. He's not green.
Sir.
For personal and professional reasons.
Wait a minute. Sir, you are not contending that you've been smoking longer than I am.
No, he said me.
That is categorically
No, he
untrue.
meant me. Yeah, he meant me. And he has been for a while, but he's been retired for a while.
Categorically untrue.
Yeah. And like everybody who retires, I must say, Artie, you stuck to your retirement. It never came out. I gotta be quite honest with you. I'm impressed by that.
No fucking choice, but okay.
Let's say, how dare you?
Anywho, that's not my only plug for the week. Do you have any plugs?
No plugs.
Artie, anything to plug?
I'm plugging this guy up here, or wherever he is. Wherever you're gonna put me in the box this week, I'm plugging that guy.
Check us out on False Finish Productions. Check us out on the Nerd Cyph. We are here weekly, and we are going to generate so much great content. We have our beautiful friend Maddie Ming.
Ugh.
Did he just say Artie is a smelly fart? Maddie Ming, you are a lyrical wordsmith, my friend.
Oh my god. A modern day Wordsworth.
Yeah. For Maddie Ming.
Modern day James Joyce, if you will.
For the world champion of my heart, Artie Bucco.
A fat black Asian James Joyce, if you will.
That shit's gonna be poetry in 5 years. 4, the king of bong style, the eater of tacos, the
human podcast machine. Listen if you can, subscribe if I let you.
Brandon Gold. I am Tony Colangelo.
Oh my God, he's a reformed Samoan.
Say baked, friends.
Yeah.